something bugging you and your house? At this very moment, termites might be munching on your joists, your studs, your floorboards, even your furniture. Over $5 billion of termite damage happens each year before homeowners even know it. But you can fight back and prevent termites from damaging your house in the first place. Protecting your home starts with a professional home inspection. Hey Linda, you finding any problems?
Not yet, but I just got started.
What are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking for signs of termites, which are little bugs about the size of ants.
They eat wood, right?
Anything with cellulose. Flooring, the paper backing on sheetrock, wallpaper, they'll eat arts and antiques, some plastics, even carpeting and clothing.
They can eat your whole house.
If you don't find them and eradicate them, then you're not far off.
Are there a lot of termites in this part of the country?
Termites are a threat in every part of the country, except for Alaska.
Does it matter what type of house I have?
Pretty much every home is at risk. Termites cause billions of dollars in property damage every year, damage that homeowners insurance usually doesn't cover.
I did not know that. But how do they get into the house anyway?
All they need to find is a tiny crack, and what they're looking for is moisture, like in this dirt-filled porch here. Underneath, it's dark and moist, pretty much a welcome mat for termites. They can tunnel underground and come up in basements and crawl spaces, through cracks in your foundation and around windows. And any wood lying on the ground against your house can help termites find access.
So how do I know if I have them?
It's almost impossible for the untrained eye to see. There are a few signs that you might notice, either active swarmers or piles of discarded wings. Also, you might see damage in the wooden components, the baseboards and the flooring. They'll look like little pinholes in the wood. You might see pencil-thin mud or shelter tubes running from the ground up to a wood surface. Termites like dark, moist conditions, and they build these tubes to travel from the ground to food and shelter.
Nobody wants to get the news that they have termites. But if they do, there is an excellent treatment option out there. So Linda, what if we don't see signs of termites?
Well, that doesn't mean that they're not here doing damage. A complete home inspection by a pest management professional is the only true way to know whether there are termites in your home doing damage.
And if you find some?
If we find termites, then we treat right away. Used to be there are only 2 treatments, bait systems and then old-fashioned repellents. Unfortunately, both of these treatments have weaknesses that make complete termite control difficult to achieve.
And now?
Now we have Termidor. It's an undetectable treatment, which means the termites can't detect it and won't avoid it. Termites who come in contact with Termidor transfer it to the entire population, and then the whole problem is wiped out.
You don't have to worry about any gaps in coverage or missing any bugs?
Not at all. Studies and real-world results have shown that nothing is as effective as Termidor at eliminating 100% of termites.
That sounds good.
That's why it's America's #1 termite defense product.
Isn't there some way to prevent termites from attacking my house in the first place?
Well, these homeowners have taken a step in that direction by calling me out here to do an inspection of their home. If my inspection shows that there's no termite activity, then that's the perfect time to apply a preventative application of Termidor. Termidor, along with annual inspections from a pest professional, can keep termites from damaging your house as long as you live in it.
Thanks, Linda.
I'm glad to help.
Termites are a huge threat to homes all across the country. But fortunately, we have some very smart people working on the problem. At the Termidor Lab, eliminating termite infestation and preventing structural damage are top priorities. Hey, Dr. Bob.
Hi, Janine.
What is this?
Well, this is an example of some serious termite damage. You can see where they've actually come through here and eaten through the wood.
And those tiny little bugs did all that?
They did. You know, the termites will use this wood, they'll eat it, and they'll convert that to food for the rest of the colony. And you can see how when you have lots of termites, it could be millions of them, when they get into a structure, they can cause a lot of damage.
But you guys have come up with something to stop that, right?
Yes, we have. It's called Termidor. It's an undetectable type of termite treatment they put in the soil around the home. The termites then can't detect it, so they go into the treatment, and then they get it on their bodies, and they can also ingest it, and then we'll use the behavior of the termite to actually transfer it amongst the termites so we can actually control them.
And it wipes them out?
Yes, it does. It'll remove those termites that are infesting the structure. It provides good, fast protection, but as well as long-term protection for the structure. Also, it's been heavily tested by university and industry experts across the entire United States. It is registered by the United States Environmental Protection Agency. It also contains the same active ingredient that many homeowners use to protect their dogs and cats from flea and tick infestations.
That's reassuring.
You know, it is, and it only takes about 8 ounces of material to provide the control needed for the average home in the United States. The Termidor itself, it's a low-dose, water-based material that has virtually no odor. You know, Janine, this material has really proven itself. It's gone through a series of tests with the United States Department of Agriculture Forest Service, where it's provided 100% protection of the wood for over 11 years. It's also been treated at multiple sites around the United States, at different climates and different areas. We've had extremely good success.
Really?